guys, how's it going? I thought I'd do a video demonstrating how to use some of the video editing software that I use and just how I create my videos for my channel, how I edit them, like how I edit the sound, how I edit the video, things like that. So there might be some slight tapping and mouse noises as well. Don't know if that's a good thing, some people like that, but my microphone's very sensitive, so it'll pick up stuff like that. But yeah, I'll go through all the software I use first. I'm just looking at my cat because I don't want him to start making noise, but anyway, I'll start off with the most basic thing, which is the webcam, which hopefully is not going to come on. I think my camera's off, it might not be off. If it's not, you'll see my face, which will be really far behind, and you'll see my ridiculous setup. I literally have my mic covered in a towel, so it acts as a pop filter. It's something I just tried for this video, so you probably see me, which doesn't matter. Yes, you can see me. Basically what you do is you just click this here, and then if you have a Logitech webcam, this is easy. You just choose one of those. You choose your mic, you choose your resolution. I'm just doing 720p at the moment, but I sometimes render videos in 1080, and you'll notice my face should be behind the voice. That's probably really distracting, but you can zoom in and blah blah blah. This stuff's pretty self-explanatory. You just record the video. You'll probably notice a little bit of a jump cut there. I had to actually edit out that part because I accidentally pressed all content and shown one of my family members, and I don't think they'd want to be shown in the video. So anyway, usually go on all content. I'll close this, you don't need it now. The preferences don't really matter, just put it somewhere. I'm trying to make sure there's nothing strange here. Yeah, just best. Yeah, those things are pretty unimportant. This software is easy to use. I'll close it now, but actually, when I watched back the edit, I did notice the video actually wasn't behind, but anyway, what will happen is record somewhere. It will record. You're gonna get a good look at all my folders here. Let's see, where would it record? I'll edit it out if there's any ones I don't want you to see. Okay, it'll record in your videos. Logitech webcam, and it'll be here. I've removed them, but it'll be here. And I have a video here that I did earlier. That sounds weird. What's that show where it's it's a cooking show where it's here's one I did earlier. No, it's Heart Attack when he gets the other one out they did earlier. Whatever. This video I did earlier, which is just me going on about a load of shit as usual. And I'm going to just demonstrate what I do to edit a video. I use a program called Audacity, which is freeware. It's a free download from the internet. You just type in Audacity, and it will look like this. It won't have all these sound fluctuations here. When you first open it, it should just be a line or black or whatever, and you can just drag the video into there, and it will come up with all these sound waves. Or you can alternatively just go open, new, whatever. Yeah, and it'll come with these same sound waves. I have them highlighted at the moment. And what you want to do is, if you want to, you're gonna want to edit the sound and whatever footage you've made, whether it's a vlog or a video even without your face. You want to make sure it's in sync, so don't remove any parts where you're oh, the sound's too loud. Don't do that yet, because if you've got a program like Sony Vegas Pro or Adobe Premiere, what you want to do is do all that at once, so you got the video and the audio exactly at the same time. So there's no because there's nothing worse than when the audio is behind the video and you have to try and place it in the right place. It's difficult. And what I sometimes do is I make a little click noise. Sorry if that's loud, but you make a click noise at the beginning of the video, and one near the end, and then you know basically on here what you're looking for is you're looking for blank space like this. This blank space here will be the background noise, and as you can see my background noise is very heavy. There's a lot of static, and what you'll do is you just listen to that quickly and you can tell there's a lot of background noise there. So what you do is you highlight it and try and get, I can't actually hear this myself so I'm not sure. I should probably take the earphones out so I can hear it, and I just listen. That's a bit loud. Yeah, that's all background noise. You want to make sure there's no like talking or whatever, just background noise. And you go effects, noise removal, and I have these settings kind of random, well not random, but in a particular way. But you press get noise profile first. I'm not going to click it because I've already done it, and it will take this chunk and it will realise, hey, that's the part you want to remove. So it knows now. I've already clicked it, so. And then all of this stuff, it's a bit confusing and I don't fully understand it myself, but I explain it the best as I can. Basically, noise reduction, the first one. I believe this one is the sound floor, so if you had this at 0, then the sound, the decibels that like it lets through is anything above that, I believe, or I know it affects the sound floor, or its sensitivity. I always get confused between the two. I think this is the noise floor. Yeah, so I put this all the way to 0, then I can actually test that right now. If I put it to 0, it should edit that part. Yeah, see, what it did there is you can see the little bits above got taken down. Sorry for someone's coming in. So I'm not sure, I think that's correct. But I am on 25 right now. And this is the sensitivity of how much noise it's going to remove, which is pretty self-explanatory. I have it 5 because that's worked best for this. But if you put it on like 20, it will like kill the sound, and it will sound like there's nothing there, which is a good thing. But you'll hear here, what it will do is it will completely kill my voice. It will sound really strange. That isn't even my voice. Let's see if this is my voice. Yeah, that is my voice. So it will kill my voice. It will make it. Well, it won't kill my voice. That sounds weird. But it will make my voice sound tinny and strange. Yeah, I don't even know if that was my voice. I can't hear it too well. But point is, you don't really want to be doing that. And the opposite does the opposite effect. It lets more sound through. So that lets less sound through. Lets more sound through. So I've let it on 5 at the moment. So I've let anything 5 through. I believe that's correct. Yeah, I'm not quite sure that this one does. It has a very similar effect. I'm not sure, but this one I do know. This one, frequency smoothing. Basically, I say I know what it means, does, but I don't. But basically, I'll show you the effects of having it on none. It makes this weird bubbly effect. Bubbly. It makes this strange, like, it makes an even stranger noise than was there before. It makes everything like just really strange, like it's in like rewind or something. So I've always, from my best experience, I've just kept it on 1,000 and it's done the best thing. So yeah, and then the attack delay. This is basically the difference in low sound and high sound. So it'll make it so when it comes along here, when it goes to there, it makes it so if it's on 0, or like you want to mess around with it so you can get the best sound, but it'll make it so that I'll demonstrate. And then there's none. And basically, you might not have been able to tell there, but it'll make it so how quickly it goes to the next sound. So if it's a super low or quiet noise, and then suddenly it's like this loud, like even though it's a whisper, it can be really loud, you know, because it's really sudden. It's quiet, loud. So I've found that usually having it on 0 or 15 is a this video I haven't actually right now, but I'll continue with what I was saying. Anyway, once you've got the part you needed, did the get profile, you close that and press Shift. Oh, Control A, sorry. Control A. After clicking here, Control A. And then now highlight the whole thing. Noise removal. Press OK. I'll just do it because I actually need to do this video anyway. And then you zoom back out. And there shouldn't be as much noise now, if any. There you go, that's good. And I'll show you the difference between when that was. There you go, that's good. And you'll see it's a lot better. So I'm going to leave that like that. Oh, I didn't show you how to export. I might as well do that, because I need to do it anyway. You don't save project unless you want to come back to edit later. What you want to do is export. I usually just, I'll export it here right now, because this is where I'm saving the video. I'll put vlog, edited, sound, and that way it's done. I can close this now, unless I wanted to save the project, but I don't. I have that open for some reason. And now, if I go in here, we'll have the video with the original sound and the video, and just the separate sound edited, and it's exactly the same time, which is important. And then it opens Sony Vegas. This is a previous video I actually did with on Hearthstone, but that's irrelevant. You just press new. I could show you what I use for this. The only important, it depends like on your RAM, it depends on your processor and your graphics card, etc. But Sony Vegas is typically quite difficult to run and quite computer intensive or whatever. But yeah, that's what I use. And then I'll show you the import settings in a while. But what you do is you just get the video, drag it in, and hold the drag, and put it there, and it will come up with the sound waves from the video as before. And the video, I'll just actually close the preview. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Sorry, that took a while. I'll have to edit that out. I just discovered something myself which I didn't know. Okay. I didn't have the video for this. What was going on is I didn't have this little thing here. I probably kept it in the video, but usually you can press something like Control 4 or what was that? But apparently not. It's not working for some reason, or I forgot it, but if you just go default layout, you get your video back. But I'll get into that in a minute. Basically. So I have my video here, and you'll see. Hey guys, that everything's in sync. What you want to do is that's not the right thing. You'll put your edit sound under here, and it will be exactly in time with this, or at least it should be. Actually, it's a few seconds off, so well, milliseconds off. So you want to make sure that the sound waves are right, and they're actually not. So what you want to do is go to the end of the if it lets me, what you do in there. I've done something to this. I'm gonna have to close it. I think as I was trying to reopen the window, I actually messed up. But it should be back open with defaults. I'm meant to be teaching you guys and I'm messing up. Yeah, that's better. For some reason it was on grid mode and I don't know how to get it off. But, and, no, I see why it is. It's too far in. Maybe. I don't actually know why it's doing that. Is it because it's such a millisecond? Yeah, it is. It's way too small. It's actually too small of a clip. So what I'll do is I'll just split from here. delete that. Oh, whoops. And select this as well. And you can just press S as well if you want to. Why do I feel like I did that wrong? Just a sec. I want to get this at the beginning, right? So I actually want to move this forward. Yeah, that's actually correct. I was playing from the wrong end. So undo. Right. I'm really I sometimes get confused myself, and I seem to stutter a lot. But yeah, what you do is you try and find a piece of sound in both that are the same, like this. You see the bar up there, you can see this is the same sound wave, and you just scroll in and you try and get to a point where it's exactly the same. And it can be difficult to do, but you have to zoom in quite a lot to get it there. Just keep zooming and you should get it. And there we go. It doesn't need to be like exact because this is a matter of milliseconds right now. So that should be pretty much exactly the same. And I don't need the end of this actually, because there's no sound anyway. So yeah, now I've trimmed that. What I need to do is, I haven't trimmed the video yet because there's parts of the video I don't want, because I actually get up here to do something. So what I want to do is, if my right click would work, I split here, and I also split here at the same point, and you highlight the sound wave of these bits, and it will split straight down the middle. And then say when I sit back down, which is here, I'll split here too. Sorry, my right click doesn't work how it should, so I have to click it many times, and then you just delete this, drag it in, and then guys, it's very loud, and then so it will seem like nothing happened, obviously. And you can add transactions and stuff, but I suppose I could show you how to do those, but it's not particularly difficult. You just you drag from this top corner here, left click, and I believe this one. Nope. That's something else entirely. I forget exactly what it was. There should be two of these. I do actually. I do think that Vegas is quite difficult to use sometimes. I do get confused myself, as you can see. And for some reason it's saying the video's over there, right? It's not. So yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. There isn't even a transaction. I wonder. I don't know how to remove it, but whatever. I'm gonna have to edit this video heavily. Why is it that? What is that? I don't even know what that is. But wait, it is. Because it's quite hard to use, and I don't know how to fully use it myself. But you can add transactions that way, but I'm not entirely sure how. I have done it before. But anyway, yeah, you split, you do all that, you go through all the videos, split. And then once you're happy with like the end result, you just go to this render as, make sure you render as and not save as, because save as just saves it as a project. And I found the best thing to use is Windows Media Video, because that's what it should be. Sometimes an AVI file, which you could use that maybe, but I've personally had the best results from this and this, which I think's a default one anyway. But you can also customize the template that you've made, or customize an existing one and change things you want. Like you can put it, you can change the resolution and the frame rate and all this stuff. Unless your video is in 30 frames or 60 frames or whatever, there's no point rendering much above what it is. Like this video's frame rate is only 15, but I'm rendering 30 anyway, just why not? 60 is pointless. pointless. I'll just render in 30 because that's the default. Most things are default for YouTube. So I render in 30 anyway. I don't know if it makes a difference, probably not. But you just press OK and it will sit there and render. I actually want to go in and edit this properly, so this isn't actually, let me get rid of that. This isn't actually the end result. But yeah, make sure you don't go save as, because like I said, it will just save as a project. Like here, project, not the video. Yeah. Hey, I'll show you these stuff. This shows you the project properties that you're using right now. I did this in 720p, as you can see here. And the video is only 15 frames per second, because my webcam records in that. So there's not much point me doing 30, but I am anyway. This is pretty default anyway. You can copy these if you want to. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to anything, because I may have missed quite a few things and got confused along the way with this transaction stuff, but that'll be it. And you render the video. Nope. And I'll show you. I haven't rendered that obviously yet, but here's, I did a video with my girlfriend, and this is the original video I recorded here with her, and it has a separate track for the sound of the game, the sound of her voice, and the sound of my voice, and I have to try and edit all that together. And the video size was like 169 gigabyte, and it went down to 1.8 gigabyte after rendering, which is good, great. And I did actually render the frame width kind of wrong, but it doesn't. I didn't think it made a difference, but it cut off about a minute of the video, which I didn't want in there. So yeah, that's about it when it comes to that. Nothing else there. What else do I need to show you? I showed you Audacity, I showed you that. I showed you Sony Vegas Audacity webcam. So I also need to show you DxTory, which is what I use to record gameplay. It's not a free piece of software, you have to pay for it, but I think there's trial versions or something. I think there are some free ones, I think Fraps might be free, or something like that. Or Bandicam, I think they may be free, but they're generally not very good. I found the best ones are DxTory, Fraps is fine, but the files are massive. Then again, DxTories are a bit too. Also, Action Mirrorless, or Mirrorless, is really good because you can record the webcam at the same time, and the interface is really easy to understand. But right now I'm using the Video Shadow Play, which comes with any graphics card above 760 Ti or what? Well, that's the one I have, the 760 GTX, NVIDIA 760, and somewhere around there, any graphics card above that has this software built in, and you can set it to record gameplay without you telling it to, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste resources of the computer doing that. But you can manually record as I am right now. Go desktop and stuff, which DxTory can't record desktop. But anyway, you can go with the settings here. These are pretty basic. You want to do a write speed on your wherever you're gonna save the video, and you just you pick that, and it will do that for you. And this is telling you how fast it will be saving, like using the file, downloading the file to your hard drive. And it came at 107 that time. It's sometimes different. It's an average. You can manually set these hotkeys, blah blah blah. And I'm using I don't know whatever. I'm using a different codec because the original DxTory codec is very big files, and so is even the frames one quite big. But this one's way smaller files, 60 frames per second, because I prefer to upload it in 60. I will actually be downscaling this to 720 because it's an 80p video. It does take a really long time, and I don't think people really care that much. This is way, but your things you want to record for audio. So this is why Dictionary is great, because you can record a microphone. You know, yeah, I have two. I have a webcam and a Yeti mic. I'm using the Yeti mic at the moment. You pick all that up, and then you can also record the speakers at the same time. And even if you want to get fancier than that, you can record even the Yeti mic at the same time, for example. So you can literally record two microphones, two webcams, two whatever, two speakers. I don't know why you want to do that, but you record them all at once, and it will put them all into the file. And then when you drag it in to Sony Vegas, it will show you the differences, and I'll show you that in a second. And these are just screenshots. Advanced settings, it depends on how many threads your GPU has. You want to look that up yourself. So Google your GPU and it'll tell you how many, like quad core, whatever. That should be 8 threads if it's a quad, I believe. So I've put 8. This is pretty useless. But yes. What happens when I put something like that into Sony Vegas from a DxTory file? And this file is massive. I'm not sure if it's the right one. No, that isn't the right one. This is the one. Yes, and you'll see there's sound of. This is the combined sound of my Skype call with Chloe, my girlfriend. You will know her as Violet Whispers and ASMR, who I link in the video, whatever. So the Skype call's in here, and the game sound. I believe you can also separate the Skype call and the game sound even further, but I'm not quite sure how to do that yet. This is my first time doing it, and this is just my voice. I'll show you the difference, what I mean by that. This will be Chloe talking. Sorry. And then below will just be me talking without her, which is what would be a good idea. And you'll look at, yeah, you can mute them to see the difference. I didn't show that before, but and then you edit them all the same, like I said. Just get it all in sync so the game will let your voice, if you're Skyping with someone or doing a collab like I did, making sure the conversation's in sync and all of that. So yeah, I mean, I think that's all the software. I can't show you. I can open the video shadow play, but I can't actually. I'm not even sure if I can because I'm recording right now with it. If the video cuts up here, you know why. Yeah, I'm not sure I can. No, it's fine. I'm actually recording with this right now, so this stuff is really good for inbuilt software. It's pretty much the same as DxTory, except it uses this. And I'm recording right now, that's why I can't click the options. But I won't do that right now. It doesn't matter if you press X, by the way, in case you thought I stopped the recording. But yeah, that should be it for like any kind of video stuff. I mean, there's Fraps, which I think is exactly the same as DxTory. I don't use it as much. It's a bit easier to use than DxTory. You just press the record and it records. What else is there? Photoshop. Oh yes. That's something I could do in another video, but I suppose I might as well get it all done in one video. I can show Movie Maker as well. I'll show Photoshop, Movie Maker. What I'll probably do is I'll link all the times below so you can click each time. And these aren't necessarily in-depth, but you pick something that you want to edit, or you can just find a picture. Like if I wanted to edit this, I would open with Photoshop, and then the video will pop up here. And then if I wanted to use this as a thumbnail, do you know what? I'm going to use a better picture. Okay, this for example, this did used to be a thumbnail for an old video I used. If I wanted to use this for a thumbnail, what I'd do is I click text. I already have the text selected up here at the side. I just type in like Dark Souls. Or just Dark Souls. And then, which is the name of this game. Put it in white as it works best with its background. Increase the size because it's too small for the size of it. It's about 200. Put it somewhere. I have Snap on, so I would think about it more than that, but I'm just trying to get through this quickly. And usually I put this as bigger because it ends up looking small else. Put this in the corner, for example. Here, maybe drag them off the edge a bit so they're not quite as bad. And that would be it. I mean, you can go into more depth than that. You can like change the colour, change the font, whatever. You can mess around with that and the image size. Like, you might want to change the image size because this is the best width and height for YouTube. Actually, is it? No, that's the best width and height for banners, actually. The best width and height for a YouTube video is 720 to I believe. I think that's the best. Yeah, that's the best for a thumbnail on YouTube. So 720p, if you ever want to make a thumbnail fit on YouTube and you can't figure it out, then you want to go for that. I believe that's the right resolution. Anyway, you just will go File, Save As, and you can save it as a Photoshop project, the same as with Sony Vegas, but you want to save it as a JPEG or a PNG, and yeah, and that will be it. And I'll just show you for the sake of it, I guess. Save as a JPEG. Sorry if I'm talking a bit fast, I just haven't got the most time to do this. You open it and then it's done. It's pretty simple, really. You can see all my dodgy images and files. And then there's also Movie Maker, which is the more user-friendly version of let me go in here. I'll just choose this video here. It's the user-friendly version of Sony Vegas. And you put your video in the same. You put the sound of the music in. It'll go underneath. This is an old video, so ignore my strange face and haircut. And it will take a while to add the file. So Movie Maker takes a bit longer to add the file, as you can tell, and I don't know why. But once it's added the file, you just will do pretty much the same thing. You will split the same, split, cut, and you can split just that, split just that. You can change the video for you, you can change the music for you. It's pretty self-explanatory. You want to emphasize narration. If it's a mostly voice video, you can add in crossfade. I'll show you those things in a second when there's an ads. It's a lot easier to use. Like you saw that. Well, you might not have saw because I edited it out. But I got a little confused with Sony Vegas myself. But with the crossfade and stuff. But with this, it's a lot easier to use. This is basically the paint version of Photoshop. Photoshop has tons of options and that, but learning it always difficult, obviously. Yeah, sorry if I'm not going too in depth with all the software and that, but I'm worried about people in my house waking up and just disturbing this. So I'm trying to get it done as quickly as possible, but God, I look really strange there. But I'll show you anyway an example. If you split a video and you want to add a crossfade, you'll just literally, that's the beginning. So actually no, you go there and you want to go down to here, I believe. Am I wrong? She's looking at me. She's looking at me. Hello. I'm actually wrong here. This is the wrong bit. I think it's animations I want. Yes, it's animations. So, she's looking at me. That's not the right one. But it was one of these, I swear. Was it called? Blur, right? Yeah, that's the one. So now, when it goes into that part of the video, I'll show you guys my cam. Yeah, it will like crossfade in like that. So that's just a simple crossfade technique, and you can fade in the sound either, like fade in like quiet at the beginning and stuff, the video for you and all that stuff. You guys can just play around this for yourself. I think, and you have to pick between music or video. If the music's too loud, you turn it down, etc. It's pretty self-explanatory. And you just save movie for high definition, and that's it. But anyway, I'm out of time here, and this video has been going on way too long. Sorry if I like whisper too fast and I get a bit excited and have a lot to say, and especially when I want a bit of a time limit as well. I may do more in-depth, like slower, like individual tutorials for each one. But for now, this will do as an overview. So hopefully you guys like this video and it helped you relax or you guys some other room. Okay, see ya.